What's up, guys? This is Hammer Time Wood Creations. I'm going to show you guys how to make one of the most useful glue up jigs that I've ever made. So here I'm going to cut these blocks at 6 inches. Alright, you can do any size, but I just happen to have plenty of scrap 2x4s here that I can make these out of, and I just cut them down to 6 inches, and that seems to be what works for me. I wouldn't go any less than 4, but 6 is what we're doing here. Now that we've got the 6-inch blocks, I'm going to cut a couple of 1.5 inch blocks too. These are going to be, I guess, the legs or the support for the actual clamp jig. Yeah, I'm cutting these a little short to have my hands that close to the blade. I know. Use a stick or something if you don't feel comfortable. All right, but there you see how that's going to go on the back here. The next step we're going to do is cut out the middle right here. So I found center, which is 3, then I went 3/4 of an inch on either side of that line, and we're going to make those cuts, and you'll see here in just a minute how we set up the table saw. I'm going to go about half the depth or so of this 2x4, and I'm going to cut it one way, and then if we flip it around, since we found center and we're cutting equal on each side of that center line, all you should have to do is flip the 2x4 around and make the same cut again. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. But be careful with this cut. If you've got a cross-cut sled, that would probably be useful. Not necessary though, especially if you have the miter gauge. But push this through. Keep your hands, a safe distance from the blade. Flip that 2x4 around and make the same cut again. We're going to do that. We're actually going to do that on both of these, obviously. All right, now that we've got those cut to depth, I'm now going to use a chisel, and I just have a cheap Walmart chisel. I don't even remember the brand, but and just knock those pieces out. I'm going to do the same thing on the second one right here. All right, now that we have those chiseled out and mortised out, we're going to add the legs or the back supports, whatever you want to call this. Definitely, since we're going in some 2x4s in the grain, make sure you pre-drill these holes. Good pilot bit. I'm using 2-inch screws. You could glue them if you want. I have not found the need. This is just a jig, so I'm just throwing these things together. Alright, I'm telling you, I know it looks simple. Some people might not find them as useful as me, but to me, this has been one of the easiest and coolest jigs that I've made, because I can set my bar clamps on these, pipe clamps, whatever, parallel clamps, any of those, and that allows me to put my wax paper. I put wax paper under my glue ups, and even on my clamps these days. Makes cleanup so much easier, makes putting calls on so much easier. I just love this little setup that I have figured, that I found, and it might not be as useful for you as it is for me, but I hope you guys find some use. If you like this, please be sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff, guys, and I will try to bring you as much useful information as I can. Until the next time, take care and go make some sawdust. Peace out.